Hello and welcome to another What the Stuck Wednesday. We're doing high intensity interval training again this week, and I'd like to talk a little bit about supplementation as well. So I think I'm going to dub these videos 1 hour Wednesdays. The workout is going to be designed to be an hour long. It's going to be full body workout. It's going to be testing you for your cardiovascular endurance as well as trying to get your muscles to hypertrophy. So 1 hour Wednesdays is what we're going to call that. So this week I did an extremely intense workout that I myself was disappointed in, just because it was so hard that in the middle of it I hated it so much, but I finished it. So I hope you guys can too. So what we did is we took 6 workouts. I did wall balls. I took sledgehammer swings. You could do like axe swings, or if you have like a slam ball, you could do a slam ball too. I took battle ropes. You could also do double unders with this, or you could do jumping jacks, I guess, or mountain climbers perhaps. I took sit-ups. I took kettlebell swings, and I took lunges. And then I finished it off, I guess, 7 workouts then. I added some push-ups at the end, just for a little bit of chest. But what I did was I took all those workouts and I did them 10 reps, 9 reps, 8 reps, 7 reps in succession. So 10 wall balls, 10 sledgehammer swings, 10 kettlebell swings, so on and so forth, until I reached 1 for each one. With the sledgehammer swings, I alternated right, left, and so that was 1 and 2 and 3 and then same with the battle ropes and same with the lunges. So effectively it was 20, 18, 16, 14, so on and so forth. The idea is to do it without stopping, to try to keep your momentum up. You're gonna need to stop eventually because you know, it's a hard workout. It's super demanding. So I ended up taking a little bit of breaks and whatever, and finished it in about 50 minutes or so. And so right at the end, I added a couple of 1-minute planks with 1 minute rest in between. So I tried to get a little bit more core in there, but I was pretty happy with the workout. I'm super tired today, as I should be, and I hope you will be afterwards. As far as weights are concerned, I tend to try to go with CrossFit PRs, and so with wall balls, 20 pounds is PR. I did 14 pounds with the wall ball, just to kind of see where I am. With the kettlebell swings, I did 44 pounds. I think PR stands for personal record, or it's like a suggested whatever, or RX, excuse me, PR, yeah, it's personal record. RX is the prescribed workout. So what the prescribed weight for kettlebells, I believe, is 53. So I did a little bit less, just to kind of, again, see where I'm at. I have an 8-pound sledgehammer. I'm going to get a 12-pound as well, because I think my shoulders and back are ready for that. And then for the lunges, I took a 45-pound plate and held it overhead for the duration of the lunges, to try to kind of focus on those shoulders again, because the kettlebells and the battle ropes are kind of a little bit of a shoulder/back thing as well. So keeping your core tight, your back straight, kind of helps with that. Grueling and awesome. I'm tired. I burned like 600 and something calories, so that's nice. So I wanted to talk about supplementation a little bit, because I get a lot of questions about what supplements I take, and what's good for weight loss as opposed to, this and that and the other thing. I've been doing a lot of research lately on things like apple cider vinegar. I've been doing a lot of research on green tea. I've been doing a lot of research on ginger and turmeric and a lot of natural things. I really like to stick to the natural side of things as far as herbs and just food is concerned. I really personally like the things that I've been taking, specifically iodine, nascent iodine, and magnesium. Magnesium, I'm taking magnesium citrate. What that does is that it's just a better absorption rate. But those two things, basically everyone is deficient in, iodine and magnesium. And so magnesium will help anything from digestive function to sleep issues to all sorts of bodily function. Same with iodine. Iodine is readily available in your body for every single organ, but it affects mostly your thyroid. And so if you don't have enough iodine in your body, you can actually suffer from hypothyroidism, which is the slowing of the metabolism. And it can also affect things like digestive function and bile secretion, which is produced by your pancreas. No, your pancreas produces insulin, excuse me. It's produced by your gallbladder, produced by your liver and stored in your gallbladder. And then once your food starts digesting, the bile is secreted to help break down the food in the small intestine. A couple other things that I take are apple cider vinegar to keep the balance of my pH of my stomach. A lot of people are too worried about alkalinity, alkaline this, drink alkaline water, whatever. But more research has shown that if you have too alkaline of organs, if your blood is alkaline at all, if your stomach is too alkaline, the acidity of your stomach should be anywhere from like 1 to 2. So if those things are too alkaline, you can suffer from alkalosis, and that can give you anything from poor trouble sleeping to muscle spasms to vomiting and diarrhea and all sorts of terrible things. Specifically, and a lot of people suffer from this, is acid reflux or GERD. And what that can do is, if your stomach's acid is not acidic enough, your gallbladder will not secrete bile, and you have a little valve on top of your stomach that separates your esophagus from your stomach. And if your stomach is not acidic enough, then that valve will not close, and you'll get a lot of regurgitation of that stomach acid. So definitely like apple cider vinegar. There's a lot of clout as far as like weight loss is concerned with apple cider vinegar, but there's no real research backing it. There's no clinical trials or anything that's really effective towards that type of stuff. I also take lemon juice. I do a tablespoon of lemon juice. I do a tablespoon of fresh squeezed ginger, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and I mix that in some lukewarm water. And I'll put a couple of herbs in there. So the 5 herbs that I use are cayenne powder, I do slippery elm bark, I do turmeric, I do ashwagandha, and I do a 5th one that's ginger root powder. And so the reason why I choose those 5 is mostly for digestive function. The cayenne is amazing for anywhere from inflammation. It also helps with pain relief. Slippery elm bark helps to smooth the stomach lining and help to relax indigestion. So if you have stomach cramping or colon cramping or anything like that, it helps to ease that. Ginger is just really good for your stomach and your joints and everything. So is turmeric. Turmeric helps with inflammation. So yeah, that's the things that I take. I take that twice a day. I take my Nascent iodine. I do 1 drop 3 times a day. It's pretty expensive. I get mine for like $44. It's a little half-ounce bottle, or excuse me, a 1-ounce bottle, and it's like 600 drops or so in there. So it lasts quite a while if you're doing 1 drop 3 times a day. I also do a couple of weight loss herbal blends, Yellow Dock and Dandelion and stuff like that. Diuretics are really helpful, especially if you're drinking a lot of water. You want to make sure that you're at least a gallon a day, if not more, if you're trying to lose weight, especially if you're taking supplements like creatine, which will make you retain water. If you're taking caffeine, that's a diuretic as well, so those kind of combat each other, so you want to make sure and replenish all of those electrolytes and replenish your water sources, because again, you'll get constipation, you'll get lethargy, and a whole bunch of other things if you're not consuming enough water. As far as like diet is concerned, I do intermittent fasting. It's really popular lately. One of my friends does keto, and so we talk back and forth all the time about it. But I specifically like intermittent fasting because of the one specific purpose called autophagy. And so what that does is helps to break down fat sources through what's called lipolysis. So your body breaks down your fat sources. After about 10 hours, after about 10 hours of fasting, you go into this state of autophagy and lipolysis. And so what happens is your body breaks down fat. Your body has 2 fat chains inside of your fat tissue and 1 glucose chain. And so when your body is breaking down the fat, it releases that glucose chain, so you have enough energy to restore your glycogen if you're using your muscles at all, or it uses your glycogen storage, or uses the glucose as carbohydrates for energy. What it also does is it eats away at certain proteins in your body. Not your muscles, because it knows not to do that. But what it does is it eats away excess skin, and research has shown that it eats away excess protein that's built up in the brain as well. So it's great for people that have a tendency or a family history of Alzheimer's, because studies have shown that that's a buildup of protein in the brain, and it causes synapses to not, fire and respond with each other. And so I personally like intermittent fasting. It's been really great for me. My window that I eat, usually intermittent fasting, people will do like either one day on or one day off. They'll eat, regular for one day, and then they'll fast for an entire day. What I do is I do a 6-hour eating window. So between the hours of 3 and 9 is where it works for my schedule, because usually I get off of work at 5. I'll go home and I'll work out while I cook my food. And then I'll be able to shower and eat and be ready for the rest of my night. So my eating window is cut at 9 o'clock. A lot of people, like Terry Crews specifically, I think has an 8-hour window, an 8-hour window, so he eats between the hours of 12 and 8. Some people do, different things, but ultimately, that's the idea of intermittent fasting, is that you want to abstain from eating for an extended period of time to allow your body to regulate its blood sugar, because your body's not producing insulin while you're not eating. It's also good for hormone balance and hormone production. Your body has a gene called ATP that is producing, it's a hormone that your body's producing, and when you're eating food, your body is too busy producing the hormone insulin, and so you don't have a lot of focus to try to build that hormone. So it's really good for hormone balance, among other things. There's tons of videos out there. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any other questions about food or diet or whatever, you can find my page. There will be a link at the bottom on Facebook, Ownage Nutrition and Fitness. I'm also sponsored by Plus One Botanicals, if you're wondering why my beard is so magnificent. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or anything that you want me to talk about on the next video, or whatever. I'm more than happy to hear about it. Thank you, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Have a nice night. Bye.